the Vice President, Mr. Arthur, has also called on supporters of the NDC to refrain or restrain themselves in the face of extreme provocation by their opponents. Now, the NDC's running mate said that the rank and file should be in defense of its achievements rather than joining rather than being part of any kind of provocation. So they should refrain or restrain themselves wherever any provocation might come in. And the Vice President, Mr. Arthur, has actually been touring the country as part of his campaign. His boss, President John Dramani Mahama, is here in Accra. We'll be touching base with what exactly the president is doing as of now. But let's speak to Komla Kluche, who is our man traveling with the Vice President, and they've been to some parts of the country. They're currently stationed in the Ashanti region, but will be shooting off to the northern part of the country later tomorrow. Komla Kluche, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good afternoon to you, Martin.
Right, to start with, why do you think that the Vice President make this particular call? There are those who are saying he should be condemning violence in general, but why is he calling on only NDC people to restrain themselves in the face of provocation?
Martin, it's very difficult to tell what to explain what he precisely might be directing his caution to the party members to, but it clearly shows that he might be speaking to the violence that erupted over the weekend, specifically on Sunday, where the NDC supporters clashed with the bodyguards of the opposition leader, Nana Akufo-Addo. Now, he says not directly to the opposition. He is not condemning it in general, but he is saying that in the midst of all this, provocations are going to come, and that he's calling on his party supporters, party people, to be restrained and then be measured. And the focus should just be on propagating the good works of the NDC, the development of the NDC, the loads or the massive infrastructure in his own terms that the NDC has carried out in a country. Now, he's also not directly said or condemned this specifically, but you can understand that he has been very, very cautious in his campaign, most especially preaching wherever he goes that, well, they want a peaceful country. John Mahama is a peaceful person. He himself is. Members of the NDC are peaceful people. But he is saying that because of their peaceful nature, they believe in the tradition of being peaceful with one another and in that coexistence. All right, so there's a need for them to be measured and restrained in all that they will do.
But briefly, we want you to give us...
We just arrived in the Ashanti region. He himself has flown out to Morocco for a conference. He left last night. He will meet us in Kumasi later this evening or early tomorrow morning for us to head back to the Upper East region where the campaign will continue. He's also been campaigning, specifically speaking about Dr. Asiedu-Dartey, who is the security minister, indicating that this is a man who is disabled, but that he has been able to prove his worth and think that the One East constituency should stand up for him. He's also been touring the constituency in the Naduli Khalil constituency, where the speaker or the leader of the majority in parliament, Alban Sumana Bagbe, is a member.
Unfortunately, the clarity.
He says that keeping Bagbe out of parliament would be disastrous to the NDC. We're talking about the gamut or the wealth of experience that Bagbe has had, and that the people should stand up and then support him massively, and then support John Dramani Mahama as well. The chiefs indeed have said.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Komla Kluche. He is a man following the Vice President, Mr. Arthur. And he has been giving us an update of the Vice President's tour. And clearly, yesterday, President John Dramani Mahama is in Accra. He commissioned that promoting 3-tier lane here in the Greater Accra region, and will be going to some other places in the country later today as part of his campaign tour.